Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of Ghost Change Series 07 Tokon Boost, our first actual figure since Spectre, since everything else has been damashii sets. So let's go ahead and jump right in with the most exciting part of life, the box. Nothing too much to go over. You got toy shots. This is obviously where the toy was. On the top there is a promotional shot of him. Sort of advertises how it all works. On the sides and just kind of gives you a little promotional shot of him. Here it shows the Goemon and Ryoma set and like little in-show shots of them. It shows that you can mix and match here. Here's a example of what Musashi would look like on this body. And then it just shows you how it works in a pretty cool flame effect shot. I imagine like the Toy Story voice, not actual flames. That wasn't a very good representation of the Toy Story voice. And in addition to himself and his jacket, he comes with both versions of the Sunglass Flasher, which honestly looks like they were made out of tomato soup. Tomato soup, Sunglass Flasher. I don't know, but they just look like that. Pretty much par for the course stuff for these. They have good mold details, but they're all just one color. But yeah, that's what it comes with. So to be honest with you guys, I was honestly going to skip this. I'm not a huge fan of the figures on their own. I'm mainly collecting the line for the individual display of the jackets. And there's no way to display, to display all of them because, you know, Ore's, Inspectors, and this one do not come with stands. So I was like, you know what, I really don't need this. But I decided to go with it for two reasons. The second reason, which is less of the thing that pushed me over, was I needed them for proper representation of Ryoma and Goemon for reviews and whatever. But the number one reason I decided to pick this up, even though it's not that spectacular, is this. You can pull his hood back. That seems so small, and honestly it doesn't look that great, but this, being able to pull his hood back like this, should have been a feature since the beginning. Especially, I think, for Spectre and Ghost Original Recipe, because in the show, as soon as they transform, they almost always pop their hoodie off. They very rarely fight with it on. It bothers me that you can't do that, not to mention how bulky the hoodies look. So that's a really cool feature they added in here with this. It doesn't look the best, I mean, unless you have like a super winter coat that's got like a hardcore hood. Your hoods don't look like that when you pull them back. But still, it's nice that they did it. You can see his full face. I think that the compound look on the head does look good. So yeah, that should have been a thing since the very beginning. The jacket is sort of bulky like usual. It basically does its job. Something I'll give this figure on a positive side also is that the underbody looks pretty cool. Again, it's sort of tomato soupy. The camera makes it look more tomato soupy than it is. But it has a really nice shine and look to it, especially the chest piece around here. So I'll give it that. I think it looks pretty neat. The driver also looks pretty good with the clear look there. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. We'll do one really boring switch, which is I'm going to put this on regular Ghost and regular Ghost on this. But you can see that the body is just super shiny under there. It shares the same base molds. You get a nice range of motion on his arms, in and out, around, swiveling, a single elbow joint here. You got single little finger joints around here. Nice little joint on his leg, swiveling as well right here. Single knee joint. You got a little ball joint on his foot. You can move his waist around here, and his head's on a little ball joint, so you can get creepy movements and up and down. So, as with these reviews, I usually describe this articulation as like a midway point between a 5-inch line Power Rangers figure and a figure art. Okay, so I have Ghost's regular armor here, and we'll go ahead, or armor, damashii, and we'll put that on. And that's pretty much how all of these forms are going to differ. He uses the Goemon and Ryoma ones, but they're basically the same with just a much brighter under. And then, where is it? There's Ghost regular body with Tokon Boost. And it's just kind of more of a very understated. It actually looks kind of cool without the super, super bright colors of Ghosts on there. So I think that Boost does offer a slightly different look in terms of mixing and matching, but it's still not really that like amazingly fun to switch him, but he does offer a little bit more of a difference than Spectre and Ghosts in the toys, at least, because there's not really that much difference there. But yeah, overall, this is an okay figure. I would still say if you're looking for a really good representation of the guy, I would wait for the figure arts in terms of that, but I do appreciate the fact that they included the hoods being able to do this. Should have been a thing since the beginning. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you have the Crazy Podcast at WritersRangeRambles.com. And of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.